Alrighty, and welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. Hope you're doing great today. Yeah, hope you're doing great, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. I'm still sick. Yeah, so I might sneeze on the microphone and in the camera. It's gonna be action-packed live stream. We do have some breaking news once again in the crypto space. We do have some very big news. It was the tariffs that crashed crypto, and it was the tariffs that pumped it again. What do you know? So that's pretty crazy. I've got some stories revolving around what's going on the world stage surrounding cryptocurrency, including conversation about crypto taxes up to 70% in India. One of the members of the Trump family is pumping Ethereum, which is crazy. I want to talk to you guys about some of the jobs data that we got earlier today, which is bullish, not bearish. However, we've been coming down since the data's come out, which is weird. But we got to talk about it, guys. We got to talk about all these things and more. Talk about your favorite coins. Talk about the Fed rate cut probabilities and some new legislation that could be coming in the future. Some executive orders that were recently done that I want to expand on a little bit. And just take a peek at this whole market, because if you've been following this channel for the 3 or 4 years we've been around, you know that we're bullish on crypto. You know that we were around in the bear market when everybody was giving up on crypto. You know that if you were first paying attention to us when we were talking about Bitcoin, when it was at 20, 15K, you'd be up tremendously on your Bitcoin and some of the altcoins, which are still underperforming versus Bitcoin right now. And some of the new altcoins have been wrecking people. There's no doubt about that. But still, there is going to be a tremendous bull market ahead where our total market cap explodes. A lot of altcoins will make people a ton of money, and Bitcoin's going to continue going up. Some people are making the argument right now that Bitcoin is just going to keep going up versus altcoins, and I think that's a silly argument. I think it's a game of it's like that rocket ship game. Eventually, Bitcoin dominance is going to crash, and if you're not holding altcoins when altcoins surge and Bitcoin dominance crashes, you're going to be like, no, I fell for it. I fell for the crowd think, the group think. Excuse me, guys, one sec. Excuse me. I am still sick. It's unfortunate. I've been sick for like 5 days, but I'm finally coming out. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So smash the like button, guys. I am not going to give up on the content for you guys, even though I'm sick. We'll keep going. So, welcome back, guys. Bitcoin currently, let's do the old screen share. Got to do some of that. Thanks, Papa. I appreciate it, Papa. In the chat, how you doing? We got Bitcoin at 99K. Let's look at some of the price action we saw for Bitcoin in the last few days. Let's check it out. A couple of you guys watching on X, a couple of you guys watching on YouTube. If you're watching on X, give us a repost. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, give it a like. But if you're watching, share with your friends. We'll get some more folks hopping in here today. Greetings, by the way, to the chat. Ricardo in the chat. Mario from the Netherlands. How's it going? In the UK, we got Florida in the house. Kevin. Welcome, Kevin. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. So, Bitcoin has had a wild ride indeed. Just when you think things are coming up, it goes the other way. Okay, that's the classic Bitcoin way. What we had was from January 31st until February 3rd is a whopping nice 13% crash for Bitcoin, which is really not that big. We still haven't had that 30% correction that we've been talking about so much. We still also haven't had our total market cap settle around 3 trillion. This is my biggest theme for this bull market, looking at the $3 trillion market cap, knowing that, we should want to establish some kind of bottom there. We've made some kind of floor around it. It's just been kind of weird that it's been consistently right at like this, right at there, at this like $3.1 trillion level. It's kind of where we've been sitting, around 3.1. I want to see us kind of get the bounce off 3 trillion. I surrendered it up here. I was like, forget it. We don't need it. We came back down. We do need it. My heart's in the right place and feeling that we need this $3 trillion bounce. Maybe the wick is it. Maybe it's not. We might still get some candles that settle around here. Later today is some big news coming. We're actually going to get David Sachs, the new crypto czar, speaking about crypto and what they're going to do with crypto here in the US. And so that's going to be interesting to see what he might come out with. Now that could pump these markets. It could dump it. I don't know. I would think it would pump it, but then again, you have the buy the rumor, sell the news games that have been played every single moment. Just know this, guys, whether it gets pumped by David Sachs or dumped, probably pumped. There's a lot of volatility on the way up, but we are on the way up. Okay. We are on the way up. So don't forget it. Don't forget it. And smash the like button while you're at it. So, Bitcoin, can't believe that just basically yesterday, was that yesterday? Yesterday feels like an eternity ago. Bitcoin was at $91,000. Can you believe that if you bought Bitcoin on that dip, you could have easily been up a nice 9% on your Bitcoin already? Wow. What an incredible discount. What an incredible discount that is. Bitcoin dominance shot through the roof yesterday. Now we've got a second daily candle that is not quite sure if it wants to be green or flip red. David Sachs could make it. Honestly, if David Sachs comes out and pumps crypto, altcoins start to rally. Bitcoin dominance could start to fall. Bitcoin could keep coming up, but altcoins could start to rally. Like, one thing I've been looking at is Dogecoin fell down versus its trend line. This is crazy how much Dogecoin actually broke down versus its trend line. I really thought, guys, and I was wrong, and I'm not going to be right all the time, guys. That's the reality of the situation. I am not going to be right all the time, but generally, I know we made some really great calls. So you just got to be zooming out and thinking about the long term. Is the bull market still here? Are coins going to generally go up or down over the next 250 days, which is approximately how much we have left in this bull market? The answer is probably up, especially as we get the quantitative easing coming later this year. But this thing broke down below its trend line for Bitcoin dominance. I think it wants to come back up above this. I'm shocked that it came down below this. I think it came down below this on the black swan event, if you will. That is the trade war. Well, now all of a sudden, big news today. Let's talk about it a little bit. Crypto markets rebound as Trump puts Canada and Mexico tariffs on hold. And so what we had, let's recap it. Going back to the Bitcoin chart, Canada and Mexico tariffs, all of a sudden, 106 all the way down to $90,000. Bitcoin had a $20,000 price swing almost. It's like a $15,000 price swing, 13% move in just 2 days because of these tariffs. And then, all of a sudden, big news. Crypto markets rebounded as Trump puts Canada and Mexico tariffs on hold. The tariffs were the thing that caused the little crypto crash, and it wasn't that little. It was quite big, $2 billion in liquidations. Some people, like the CEO of Bybit, are saying that it was up to $8 or $10 billion that were liquidated from the crypto market. Regardless, that's the reason we came down. The reason we're pumping back up is because the tariffs, what do you know? They're getting put on hold. Why? Because the art of the deal, guys. He is playing the game, the art of the deal game with countries doing this fake trade war. Maybe it is real, maybe it's not, but he threatened them with tariffs. Now they are responding with troops to protect the U.S. border and negotiations about what our trade deals are going to be moving forward. That is a win for the United States. Probably, it looks like it. This is why crypto's pumping, because people are actually excited about the results from this after they were fearful of the news of it, which is crazy. It just shows you how much cryptocurrency is still affected by the news and by the things that are happening in government. I'm curious what the take is there. Sacto says Trump got played. What do you mean by that? I'm actually really curious. It seems like he came out on top on this particular issue. I'm very curious what your take is on that and why you said that. Genuinely, just very curious as to what the thought is behind that one. Because we're seeing crypto recovery because this is good news. This is good news here. That the tariff threat got them to sit down and they agreed to implement some policies to stop some of the illegal substances that were coming across the border. and to help with immigration as well, apparently. So this is crazy. Just after a phone call and the threat of the big tariffs, but very, very curious. Yeah, Daily Dream Chasers. Oh, okay. So we just got like political stuff going on in the chat. I'm not into political stuff. I'm talking about these because of the markets. Yeah, you guys debate whatever you want in the chat, but I'm gonna stay out of that one. That sounds a little too political for me. People get skewed by the media, and it's very, very interesting. I'm just looking at kind of like how the market reacts is probably the truest measure of like what is good or bad. The tariffs were bad until they were good because now there's negotiations going on. So the market says good. Some people still look at it as bad. I don't know. What do I know? All I know is that the markets are reacting, and we're analyzing what the markets do. Very interesting. People get political. Melania is up today. That's stupid, but it is. What are our big movers on the day? Jito, Radium, Onyx Coin, Jupiter. A couple coins are up. Nothing's up tremendously today. Generally, actually, we're seeing a couple coins come down. Bitcoin's down a little bit today. A couple altcoins are down. Right now, we're kind of at a pause. I think the market is trying to decide what they want to do, whether we want to crumble back down and establish a floor at 3 trillion, which I think would be a very healthy move, or if we just want to continue on up. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if we came a little lower and established this floor here for 3 trillion. Do I want to see that? No. What I do want to see is Bitcoin dominance crumble. I do like that there was this big wick here that was not fulfilled. Maybe David Sachs comes out again and Bitcoin dominance starts to crumble today. So we're going to have to see what happens here. Guibees in the chat says buy more crow at these prices and a beautiful discount you do have. XRP, what a crazy wick this is. I got an XRP video coming out for you guys later today. I needed to talk about some of the news going on with XRP because there has been a lot of news stories that have been happening with XRP as of late that I didn't really get to address in detail. And so I did for a video I have coming out for you guys later today. I've got a Dogecoin video and an XRP coming later today. If you want to watch them, turn on your notification bell, subscribe to the channel for more content. And let's keep the news rolling, guys. So I do want to take a look at, we looked at some of the top gainers, top losers. We're kind of in a mixed moment right now. But one thing that is not a mixed signal for me is this Bitcoin bubble index. You know, some people are calling top. Some people are saying it's a bear market. Some people are saying altcoin season's dead. I think those people are silly. I think those people just need to zoom out and look at what has realistically happened in the past. And what's realistically happened in the past is we've had this Bitcoin bubble index shoot up in a very big way. And we haven't even seen that happen. We have not even seen this full mania portion of the bull market yet. Look at Google Trends for Bitcoin. Look at a variety of different metrics that say our total market cap, our overall bull market has not finished yet. If you look at the Bitcoin bubble index, you can definitely see that. If you look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, you can definitely get a look at that as well, knowing that historically we've always at least gotten into this light green, into the yellow, and we haven't even achieved that yet. I still think we have so much of that ahead. And one of the biggest things is probably quantitative easing that's still coming. Some people, Black Sea was speculating that a quantitative easing could crash the market. That could certainly happen. I think before it crashes, personally, I believe that it's going to pump the market, and then we're going to have a bubble, and then the bubble is going to pop, and then we're going to reset, and we're going to have another generational buying opportunity in the stock market and in crypto. But before all that happens, I think we need to go to quantitative easing. I need to see a rally in risk on assets. I need to see the Fed start printing the dollar again and buying Bitcoin. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this because nope. Here you go. Michael Saylor says the first nation to print their own currency to buy Bitcoin wins, which is crazy that we're talking about this, but that's the reality of the situation. And we're about to come to a time where the government is probably going to pivot from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing at some point in the year 2025. Probably we're going to see that. And as they pivot to quantitative easing, they're going to lower the interest rates. They're going to start printing the dollar. And maybe if Bitcoin is a part of the National Strategic Reserve, they're going to start using the US dollar, our national currency, to buy Bitcoin, which means we might be the winners in this race for Bitcoin. And I believe in the Bitcoin dream. I believe in the future where Bitcoin replaces gold in terms of its top spot on the world stage. That's $1 million Bitcoin. Michael Saylor believes a $40 million Bitcoin. I think somewhere in the middle is realistically where we land for Bitcoin. Once the U.S. government actually starts to print their dollars to buy Bitcoin, you're going to have other governments copying to do it, and the price of Bitcoin is going to soar. And that would be the argument to say that altcoins are doomed, which I don't believe. I don't believe that altcoins are doomed. I think that altcoins are going to pump. They're much lower market caps. And so naturally, people are going to be taking profit as they're getting filthy rich on Bitcoin. And essentially gambling on meme coins and altcoins, and that's going to continue. It's getting harder to do it on the meme coin front because there's so many meme coins released every day. But I think the tried and true altcoins are in for a massive explosion as soon as we do get the pivot to from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on right now. On that front, Benjamin Cowan put out the job openings report, and I responded to it. I wanted to give some clarity to some folks, and there's a lot of people that were looking at this post for me. Benjamin Cowan says job openings, the actual data that came out was 7.6 million in job openings. The estimated was 8 million. The prior was 8.09. And so there are less job openings. So what does it mean? Well, I put out this little post to kind of explain it because it's kind of unclear as to what it means. So I wanted to define it for some people. A lower than expected job openings report signals a cooling labor market, which can indicate economic slowdown. This increases the likelihood that the Fed will lower interest rates to stimulate growth as weaker labor demand reduces inflationary pressure, aligning with the Fed's goal of balancing employment and price stability. In a boring, synopsis of this report means that the Fed wants to cut rates. Fed wants to print money. The Fed wants to pump the market. That's essentially what this data allows, historically speaking. When we get lower than expected job openings, that's typically what the reaction from the Fed could be over time. Now, are we actually seeing that play out here? Are we actually seeing the target rate probabilities for March change? No, not really. I didn't really track this closely recently, but still an 84% chance that we're not going to get a rate cut in March. So that's a whopping 43 days away. So I don't think we're going to get that. In May, we do have a 34% chance that we're going to get a rate cut in May. Let's see how this changes over the next few days. Going to be curious to watch this. In June, we do have actually a majority chance that we're going to get either a 0.25% cut or a 0.5%. And some people are saying that, 0.75, 1.8% of people are saying a 0.75% rate cut. I don't think we're going to get that. We're probably going to get 0.25%, probably going to soft foot it in, unless we get other data that comes out in the next 48 days or so. But we're certainly headed in the right direction. So why have altcoins been struggling versus Bitcoin so much? The answer is really because of this quantitative tightening thing, and because quantitative tightening is continuing to go on. And so there's more of a cost to borrow money. There is less of a desire for people to go to risk on assets because they can just go to bonds and treasuries, the big money. And we need these rate cuts and we need quantitative easing so that people can start playing with the risk on assets, get to that bubble mania, which is probably going to pop at some point. You're going to have a bear market. You're going to have a dip in the traditional market. And that's kind of the claim I think that Black Sea was making recently with the video he put out about the big market crash, quote unquote. I think it comes after a big pump. Personally, that's my take on it. But there is something to that. So we have to acknowledge that as well. Very interesting time, guys. You would have expected rates to still be coming down. A lot of people expected that. We're not seeing that, which is why altcoins are still struggling. I think that's the big reason altcoins are struggling. But that is not stopping Eric Trump from coming out and saying, in my opinion, it's a great time to add ETH. The question people are having here now is Eric Trump, Donald Trump's son, pumping his own bags, or is there some big news coming for Ethereum, or both? I don't know. Probably both is probably the answer. Is this legal? Is this right? I don't really know. Do I really care? I probably don't really care because I'm rooting for ETH. I hope ETH goes up. And if it doesn't, I'd be shocked. We got an ETH ETF. Their family crypto business is buying Ethereum. No secret there. I know that, it's the second largest coin in crypto. A lot of people hold ETH. A lot of people have been disappointed in the price action for ETH. We want to see more progress with ETH on the costs and on the actual, ability to use the network because it's too expensive. But I think eventually we'll probably see it get there, or maybe Solana will replace it. I don't really know, but isn't it crazy that you're seeing Eric Trump come out and pump his ETH bags? That's crazy to me. That's pretty crazy to me. I did want to talk about some of the liquidation zones. I'm kind of jumping around from story to story, so throw some questions at me as you have them, guys. H wants to know about Pepe. Donas wants to know about egg fart coin. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. Shout out to John 316, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to talk about those. And I can talk about Sweeto, but I don't know if I'm going to talk about the egg coins or whatever you're talking about over there. I don't know if I'm going to talk about those. Looking at the liquidation heat map, we actually have a lot less liquidations that are on the table here. Why? Because recently we did have massive liquidations occur in the crypto space. If I just go over here, take a look at this. These were crazy liquidations. $2 billion in longs, over $2 billion in longs, a nice $500 million in shorts. The longs are getting hurt more than the shorts lately because everybody's really bullish. Everybody's really bullish, and there's manipulation going on. There's no doubt that there's manipulation going on in these markets. There always has been. That's the secret. It's because it's a new emerging class, and the wealthy have so much money that they can manipulate this. The exchanges can manipulate this. They do, unfortunately. Some of them, Binance is the most accused exchange of doing so. I think a variety of exchanges do it in the end, and so you do have to be careful. I think you can make a lot of money leverage trading. I think you can also get wrecked on a scam wick, so you must be careful. James Niels wants me to use my impressions for analysis. We might get there, James. We might get there, James. $2 billion worth of liquidations were, on the table here recently. And so now that is all cleaned up, we got a lot of liquidations cleaned up. I'm not seeing really any $1 billion liquidation thresholds in here, barely even seeing 100 millions. If I zoom out and I go to kind of the yearly time frame and I really zoom out a lot, you can see some bigger levels over here. Like we do have 8 billion potentially sitting around this 109K level. So 107 to 112K is going to be some crazy resistance. But if we really break through those levels, we're going to shoot up quite quick, kind of like we shot from, 90 to 108 really quickly. There was a lot of resistance at 90, at 100. We broke through, shattered up to 110. So we're always going to find new levels of resistance and levels of support. A lot of levels down here as well for big liquidations down in the 88K region. I wouldn't be surprised if we shot down to 85 or 87. That would be the world where if we did, we're going to see, and look at this, breaking news, everybody. What, you're embarrassed?
I didn't have time to do it.
You didn't toast it.
No.
Guys, breaking disappointment. Thanks for the sandwich, Mrs. Crypto Cape. It is not a disappointment. Never is it ever a disappointment. This looks fantastic. This looks tremendous. I get the best wife in the world. Boom. We got a sandwich, folks. She's disappointed in herself. I understand because she didn't toast it, but it's still a beautiful thing. It's still a beautiful thing. Anyway, sorry, big distraction there. The liquidation thing, if we do go down to the 89, 88, 85K level, whatever it might be, that would be the move that brings us down to 80. The $3 trillion total market cap probably, and we could get that big bounce there. That would be great. So, I'm open to a lot of things, guys. What I really want to see, though, bigly, is the Bitcoin dominance thing crash, because I really don't want to see Bitcoin dominance keep going up. I don't want to see it keep going up for altcoin bags, guys. But if it does, Bitcoin's strong right now. There's no doubt about it. But I look at these wicks, and I see these wicks, and then I see typically it followed by red candles. Let's actually see here. Let's go to this. Though we'd need to have a red candle today, too, to kind of see the traditional green wick to the upside, and then continuation to the downside. So we'll see what shakes out, guys. We'll see what shakes out. We'll see what shakes out with this. Blessings and Mrs. Crypto Kid from John 316. Legend. Very legendary. Bitcoin's slipping down a little bit. We're selling off ahead of this David Sachs thing. I don't know. Let's see what happens later today. 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. David Sachs giving a press conference. I would love to live stream it, but I don't think I can. I think I get copyright striked. I don't really know how to do it yet. I should probably figure it out, but I do have some other work I got to do today, so I'm not going to stream that one for you guys, unfortunately. Man, the sandwich smells good. It does smell good. I want to talk to you guys about this other interesting story. I was talking to you guys yesterday about how India is reconsidering its crypto policy. I wanted to jump into the story in detail for you guys a little bit. India is reconsidering its crypto policy, but they're tightening their tax rules. Look at this. This is crazy. Breaking news coming out of India. Effective February of 2025, the revised tax policy imposes a 70% penalty on undeclared crypto gains and retroactively applies them to the past 4 years. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, but they're trying to get in there. I guess this sounds like a very bad policy. It sounds like a very controlling policy. It sounds like a policy that's for the government, not for the people. They want to take 70% of the money for people that were participating in crypto. I think it's sick. I think it's disgusting. It's not a very bullish thing for India. It's a very unfortunate thing for India. I think it's disgusting. What a bummer. What a bummer. They're really coming at the crypto industry there. If anything, it's their fault that the crypto policies weren't in place, and so they should just forgive the tax. Hopefully the U.S. does that. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but this is the big news of the day. President Trump's crypto czar is to hold a press conference today on digital assets. The crypto czar, David Sachs, Senate Banking Committee Chairman Tim Scott, Senate Agriculture Committee Chairman, a bunch of folks will host a press conference tomorrow. That's today. Day February 4th at 2:30 p.m. Central or Eastern Time. That's 1:30 Central Standard Time. That's my time zone. Discuss how the administration and Congress will work together to secure America as a leader in the digital asset ecosystem. Let's see what happens on this news later today. I think it will pump. I hope. Let's see how it goes, though. Other news that I wanted to share with you guys. Chris Marziak, CEO of Crypto.com, says, pay attention. Happening now. President Trump signs executive order calling for the creation of Sovereign Wealth Fund. What is this Sovereign Wealth Fund? I looked into it a little bit. It means a couple things. It means that maybe he wants to build infrastructure. Maybe he wants to invest in buying out TikTok. Maybe he wants to invest in, I don't know, even supporting crypto innovation by investing in Crypto.com or buying out Crypto.com. Who knows what it's going to mean? I don't think he's going to buy out Crypto.com, but this means that the United States government wants to start strategic acquisitions of things, whether it's assets down in Panama or in Greenland, whether it is getting money from the tariffs and cutting the taxes for Americans to try to build up the economy, to try to build up infrastructure, bridges, roads. I don't know what it's going to be, but it might actually go towards crypto in some capacity. Who knows exactly how it's going to shake out? I don't really know what he's getting at in here, but I'm just speculating. I looked at what the details are of the Sovereign Wealth Fund, and it looks like really the biggest thing is potentially infrastructure, strategic acquisitions down in Panama. And I don't know, maybe he knows something we don't about something to do with crypto regarding this. We're going to have to see. I really have no idea exactly what that's going to shake out to be, but it's a very interesting story to continue to watch and keep an eye on it, because there's no doubt that these traditional markets, these big time news stories with politics are playing into the moves for crypto these days. It's just what's happening right now, guys. It's just kind of the way that it's shaking out right now. Bitcoin is looking bullish to me right now, but I do remain hesitant because I still want to see, this happen, this test off 3 trillion. So been live for 37 minutes. What else is going on in the chat, guys? Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to take one bite of the sandwich because I think that's, so leave a question. I'm going to take one bite of the sandwich. Get ready. It's mozzarella, cheese, tomatoes, basil, a little bit of olive oil, a little mayo. Wow, look at the sandwich. It's great. Look at the sandwich. It's great. And Majestic says, how's it going, man? What's going on with stacks? It's getting crushed, brother. Not moving up with BTC anymore. It is not. Altcoins are not moving up with BTC. What we need is the Fed to pivot from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing. We need an overall altcoin season, and we just haven't had it yet. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I appreciate you, John316. I know I said that like a country boy. Sushi Satoshi says, Tether, what's the story behind them? They got delisted in the EU because of the MiCA regulations that are going down in the EU. They're having some problems. USDC taking over the world. Financial Freedom says, what do you think about Crypto West post regards? I didn't see that. US SWF, he posted regards to CDC potentially being an exchange on the US leverage for its asset holdings and for crypto, but I didn't read it. What's the SWF? What's SWF? Scott says it's Wednesday in Japan. Japan is supposed to push XRP. Why? Guys, I cannot believe the volatility that we saw for XRP here. It was crazy. The fact that XRP crashed this hard, this fast, it was nuts. Let's look at the daily candle for XRP actually here. Can you believe, guys, that in 1 day or in 2 days, let's go 2 days, the third largest cryptocurrency in the world crashed 39%. It was unbelievable. So did Ethereum. Ethereum came down quite a bit too. James Neal. What is that, James? I like the I enjoy interacting with you guys better than reading the stories. That's for sure. Stingy Monkey says I agree. And talking about India, home of the I'm calling you because you didn't pay the IRS, so send me turkey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Papa. Appreciate you, Papa. Papa. I don't know why I said it like that. Because I do. Because I love you, Papa. You're my Papa. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird relationship we have. I think it's weird. I I kind of like it. I'm a dad, so I've got all this childness in me now. My child has brought out my inner child, and now I've got a Papa in the chat. My dad, by the way, my father goes by Papa to my daughter and to all the grandkiddos in our family. So Papa, you struck a chord with me, Papa. That's why I'm so weird with Papa. It's a good name. Danny Cho says, can we expect a XRP BlackRock ETF to get approved or denied? Probably approved, but we need a lawsuit to end. And I think it will. You like the Papa. He likes the Papa. What do you think about XRP? Thanks for the super chat. Okay. Financial freedom. What do you think about XRP? They claim their devs help to start BTC. You think XRP will be the next BTC, or you think they're all talk? I think that everybody's all talk all the time. It's an altcoin. It's going to go up. It's not going to replace Bitcoin. There's a lot of the XRP community believes that. I think the more that they talk about that, the worse that it is for XRP in the long run. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of XRP. I have a video coming out on XRP later today. You got to be careful with that one. That one is going to be a lagging coin behind some coins that are pumping. And then all of a sudden it's going to explode. People are going to chase it again. And it's exactly what happened with it. It exploded. People chased it. And then the people that chased it, they all chased it up here. Think about how many people chased XRP up here. And they got crushed. Think about so many people. I know so many people, so much retail. Think about all the people that were buying it up here. Think about all the people that were buying it up here and saw it come down here and panic sold. So many people. So many people. You know they did. You know they did. It's just always how it goes. You got to be careful. Sushi Satoshi says, which NFT community are you bullish on? I'm bullish on none of them. I'd rather buy Bitcoin than an NFT and surrender the possible gains with NFTs and choose the security of Bitcoin over NFTs. I'd rather almost gamble on a meme coin for 24 hours than buy an NFT because I just dislike NFTs that much. I just think they're so silly. Personally, Sushi, I do not like NFTs. I've dabbled with them. They're lame. I don't really like them. There's been some good ones in the past. In the last bull market, we had a great NFT run. There's been some NFTs that have rallied in this cycle. I'm aware, but really it is not even a blip on anybody's radar. And I think that's for a reason, because the NFT thing is silly. There is real utility and actual reason for NFTs. And for that, I enjoy NFTs, but for the speculative, like meme coin mania behind NFTs, I can get behind a meme coin before I can get behind NFTs. Because there's like a chart, you know, it's a thing, there's an order book, and then it's different. Donna says, imagine being the guy who bought big on Trump at $75. And there are a lot of people that did, my friend. There are a lot of people that did. Do I do tutorial videos like doing Dexscreener, for instance? I don't really, but I could. See you, Papa. Later on, my guy. I'll see you later. But like, I don't know. What, you want a tutorial of Dexscreener? Dexscreener is a very neat website. You could go to it. You can track your favorite cryptocurrencies. Here, you're going to see some of the most popular coins happening over the last 24 hours. You're also going to see all the different chains that you can access. You can look at Solana, you can look at Base, you can look at Ethereum. By far and large, Solana is the hottest ecosystem, but there are so many terrible coins that are launched every single day on this chain. And here's a new one. I don't know, Joker movie coin. Never buy them, guys. If you're buying the trending coin for the day, you better be in and out of that trade for 10 seconds, and I hope you won. That is not financial advice, but I'll tell you, you're going to get hurt buying a lot of these memes, guys. That's the reality situation. You can make money on these, but it's very, very difficult. If you actually want to track some of the coins, let's go. Might as well look at where is it? Let's look at the Trump coin. I don't know where the Trump coin is. It should be up here. It should be up here. It's not. Let's look at Trump coin. How do I use Dexscreener? Well, if I'm looking at a particular coin, Trump coin hurting today, coming down. You could look at a lot of different things on here. You could look at the audit. Oh, there's no issues. That's a good sign. There's other things you have to do than look at the audit, but typically you want to look at the security audit, make sure that all green checks there. If there's ever red checks, that's a no-no. You can click on the block explorer link here. Look at the coin. Want to go look at it on the blockchain. You could see all the different things that are going on the blockchain for it. You can see all the transactions that are occurring. You can see the market cap. You can see the current supply. You can see the amount of holders. 661,000 people hold this Trump coin, and it is dropping. People are panic selling. You can see this. You could click on it. Can you get a chart for this? No, there's no real good chart for this. But you can look at the holders. You can look at the distribution, like the, let's see here. Let's look at some of the big wallets for this. Let's look at, boom, some of these wallets. There are wallets that have $24 million worth of Trump coin in it. So those are some of the whales that own 0.11% of the supply. That's pretty crazy. Gate.io owns 51 million. You can look at these cool things. You can determine, how much do you own relative to the rest of people. Anybody buying Trump coin is a shrimp compared to the whales that are in this coin, which makes it dangerous potentially. So you got to be careful with it. That's just one way I would look kind of at these things. You can also look at, the sell charts and see who's buying, who's selling. You can filter it to see exactly, what are the what specifically is this wallet? Here's the wallet address. Here's all the activity that this one wallet has been doing. And you can kind of track some wallets, and then you could actually click on the wallet and you could look at the individual wallet on SolScan. And you could actually track. And this guy's got $14 million in stablecoins right now. So this guy's got a lot of cash on the sidelines. Still $2 million in the Trump coin. Going to be curious to see when whales like this redeploy their capital into the assets. What are they going to buy? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But you could track their wallets and try to find a history. So there you go. I mean, like there's a little breakdown for you. You could look at all the chains. You could look at Cronos. You could look at Sui. And if you'll notice, a lot of these chains are getting crushed right now. Crypto is in a very turbulent moment. Altcoins are in limbo. We're waiting on a full-fledged bull market, and it just hasn't come yet. How is that for a little tutorial for you? I don't know. That was a very quick look. Very quick look. How do you spot the rugs? Well, if you go to Solana, know that every single thing that you're looking at is a rug, except for the couple coins that aren't. How do you know if they're a rug? It's very difficult. It's very difficult to know. I mean, first of all, the contract thing, are there any red flags? If there are, run. Look at the volume. Look at the amount of transactions can be something that's good to look at, except it's not. Like this one's probably a scam. I don't know. It's got 98,000 transactions. That means nothing. You look at liquidity. You look at market cap. You look at the social media channels. You look at the top wallets. And then even if something looks great, there's a chance that there could somehow be a rug behind it. All you need is a couple big holders that work together and dump a coin, and boom, that's a rug. So you got to be careful, guys, and know that like 99.9% of the Solana meme coins that come out are rugs or just bad, and they're not going to succeed in the long run. And then there's a couple that do succeed. So I don't know. It's very hard to determine what is and is not a rug. You're very much gambling when you're interacting with low cap memes on Solana. Yeah. Pretty much any RWA is going to pop this cycle, says Anthony. And I do agree with you. RWA is a hot category in crypto, except it is moved to the back of the ranks here. I saw BitBoy saying RWA is exploding. He had a live going. It's not. I don't know why he had that title today. They're not exploding. RWA assets are not popping off really. Oh, wait. Okay, there you go. Some of them are. Some of them are. So you got some random low cap ones that are popping off. Ones that nobody's ever heard of. But I would assume he wasn't talking about these low cap regular nothing coins. Mantra's coming up. That's cool. I know that's a big one. Polymath, I've heard of this one before. Yeah, going to be an interesting bull market, guys. We got AI coins, we got RWA plays, we got meme coins, we got made in USA coins. How about that? This is a category. This is a category. A lot of people are talking about this made in USA stuff. That's a big category. H says, give me some good news on Pepe, or are we going lower? Well, we did hit a major support for Pepe. I would be hopeful that we could hold the support. If total market cap comes down to 3 trillion, then Pepe could come lower. I would like to see it hold that support, though. I also am optimistic that Bitcoin dominance could come crumbling down. I'm really in a moment of indecision personally, guys. Now, if you want to make a trade and you feel confident on a trade right now, you could sign up using our link down below. This was a great level to look at for Pepe. This would have been an incredible long opportunity for Pepe. If you saw it hit this level, you could have made a trade on that, and you could be up big time on that trade. There's key levels right now. I'm not seeing any key level for Pepe. I'm really indecisive as to whether Pepe is going up or down here. It looks like it wants to come up. It feels like it wants to come up. David Sachs is speaking later today, which makes me think it should come up. We've seen a really big sell-off. A lot of liquidations were wiped clean from the market. I think it was an oversold moment. I think we're due for a pump and a redemption. I did not like to see Dogecoin break down below its Bitcoin trend line. That is an oversold moment to me still. I think we should come back up, but there is a world where we're still lingering and waiting on the regulation to come. And I'm in a moment of indecision, but I'm telling you what I'm not indecisive about. We're in a bull market. We got about 250 days left in the bull market because we're about 800 days into it from the bottom. And the bull markets last about 1,050 days. So I'm ready for a bull market, personally. 115 of you guys watching on X and 86 of you guys on YouTube. Smash that like button if you're watching on YouTube, by the way. We've got only 29 likes out of the 89 viewers on the YouTubes. Smash the like button for me, guys, and support the channel if you can. Okay. That is all I have for you in this one, guys. Still not feeling up to it. Still a little sick. Still feeling better. I'm going to eat the sandwich. I'm going to do some more work. I'll have a full hour live stream for you guys. Hopefully tomorrow. I think I'll feel a little bit better. That's all I got in this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is a Crypto Report. If you want to sign up for Blowfin, sign up using our link down below. If you want to sign up for Crypto.com, find a place to go from your bank into crypto. When you're cashing out of crypto back to your bank, Crypto.com is a great and easy place to do it. I got a link to sign up down below for that. Check it out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. DCA, hodl, smash the like. I'll see you in the next one. What a guy. What a guy, James Neal. See you next time. Peace.